Hello, Cheer World. Welcome to our first Facebook Live. My name is Matei, and I'm one of the owners of Fly Cheer Gear. Every week, I'll try to talk about cheer technique, tips for tumbling, stunting, anything I can think about just to help people out. This morning we posted a cheer tip, and it said this. Now, what do I mean by that? Okay, I'm talking about stunts that start with 1 foot in and 1 foot on the ground. So that could be straight up lib, a full up, 1.5 up, double up. So all the stunts that start with 1 foot in. All right, and the general technique for backspots is starting with one hand under their seat and one hand on the ankle. And then what you do, you dip down and you toss your flyer up, right? You help her up as much as you can so she can stand up and she can get up in that stunt. Well, the thing is, the flyer should be doing all that work. All right, backspots, you should be there guiding her, but you shouldn't be pushing her up that hard. A flyer should never rely on you to stand up. They should never put any weight on a back spot, hoping that they're gonna push them up. All right. Let's talk about what a flyer needs to do. All right. So a flyer, when a flyer starts in this position, a flyer should have her chest up. All right. And just pretend, if you're a flyer, pretend you have a tattoo on your ribs of an arrow, and that arrow needs to be pointed up the whole time. And then I always say flyers need to do it in 3 steps. First step would be dipping down, so that's 1. And then the next step, and that's whether you're doing a lib, a full up, double up, all that stuff, you'll always stand up in this position here. Number 2, completely straight line, and then 3 is gonna be a lib, or a full up, or all the other stuff. So like I said, always, the first thing that needs to happen is going from dip to a straight line. Now, I don't know if you saw that, but my hips moved forward right away, okay? And I did that all by myself. Dip down, push your hips forward, all right? Now, what happens when a back spot helps, all right? I'm a back spot, I'm back here, I'm dipping down, I'm pushing my flyer up. For a flyer, that means the flyer is not standing up by herself anymore. Now, instead of pushing her hips forward, what a flyer is going to do, she's going to push her hips back onto the back spot, because that's where the power is going to come from. And then the back spot is going to toss her up. When the back spot does all that work, the flyer is not actively pushing her hips forward. And that's a problem, because that's her job. She needs to get in that straight line. So I would say a back spot should not help a flyer get up at all. They could grab their hips and guide them over their foot so they could stand up in a straight line. You can start back here, you can start under her seat, and when you push up, just don't push so much, or don't let your flyer rely on you to stand up. Make sure you're guiding her through and not really doing everything for her. That's it for the back spot tip. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments, and we're gonna do our best to answer them. And I'll see you next week, same time. We're gonna come up with another tip for someone else.